Good morning. Guess what day it is? It's February 18th, 2025. A couple of things going on today. It's Thumb Appreciation Day and it's National Battery Day. So I want to tell you some things about batteries. The lead used in batteries is not easy to obtain. Lead may be found naturally, usually at low levels within the Earth's crust. However, it needs refining before it can be used. This means that lead has to be mined, then purified, then smelted into metal at a very hot temperature. The lead acid battery was invented by a woman in 1917. Another woman inventor. I love it. The battery that's most commonly used in the automobile is called a lead acid battery. It was invented by a woman named Martha C. Weston, who was also patented in 1859 when she was 17 years old. Wow. The world's largest battery suppliers are located in Japan and Korea. There has been a lot of evidence that batteries have been around for much longer than we thought. In 1938, an ancient cylinder was found in Iraq, which had been encased with copper and iron hoops, which are now known to be primitive versions of what we know today as batteries. There is a battery in something called the Oxford Electric Bell, or the Clarendon Dry Pile. This bell was created and set up in 1840. The two batteries in it are called dry pile batteries. That bell has been ringing, apart from occasional short interruptions, since 1840. Wow. It says that the bell has rang approximately 10 billion rings since 1840 and holds the Guinness Book of World Records as the world's most durable battery. Now that's a powerful battery. Speaking of power, reminds me of the power contest between our God and the false god Baal. Listen to this in 1 Kings 18 verses 20 to 38. So Ahab sent for all the children of Israel and gathered the prophets together on Mount Carmel. And Elijah came to all the people and said, "How long will you falter between two opinions? If the Lord is God, follow him. But if Baal, follow him." But the people answered him not a word. Then Elijah said to the people, "I alone am left a prophet of the Lord, but Baal's prophets are 450 men. Therefore let them give us 2 bulls, and let them choose 1 bull for themselves, cut it in pieces, and lay it on the wood, but put no fire under it. And I will prepare the other bull, and lay it on the wood, but put no fire under it. Then you call on the name of your gods, and I will call on the name of the Lord. And the God who answers by fire, he is God." So all the people answered and said, "It is well spoken." Now Elijah said to the prophets of Baal, "Choose 1 bull for yourselves, and prepare it first, for you are many. Call on the name of your God, but put no fire under it." So they took the bull which was given them, and they prepared it, and called on the name of Baal from morning till evening, saying, "O Baal, hear us." But there was no voice. No one answered. Then they leaped about the altar which they had made. And so it was at noon that Elijah mocked them and said, "Cry aloud, for he is a god. Either he is meditating, or he is busy, or he is on a journey, or perhaps he is sleeping and must be awakened." So they cried aloud and cut themselves, as was their custom, with knives and lances, until the blood gushed out of them. Now, and when midday was past, they prophesied until the time of the offering of the evening sacrifice, but there was no voice, no one answered, no one paid attention. Then Elijah said to all the people, "Come near to me." So all the people came near to him, and he repaired the altar of the Lord that was broken down. And Elijah took 12 stones, according to the number of the tribes of the sons of Jacob, to whom the word of the Lord had come, saying, "Israel shall be your name." Then with the stones he built an altar in the name of the Lord, and he made a trench around the altar large enough to hold 2 seahs of seeds. And he put the wood in order, cut the bull in pieces, and laid it on the wood, and said, Fill 4 water pots with water, and pour it on the burnt sacrifice and on the wood. Then he said, Do it a second time. And they did it a second time. And he said, Do it a third time. And they did it a third time. So the water ran all around the altar, and he also filled the trench with water. And it came to pass at the time of the offering of the evening sacrifice that Elijah the prophet came near and said, Lord God of Abraham, Isaac, and Israel, let it be known this day that you are God in Israel, and I am your servant, and that I have done all these things at your word. Hear me, O Lord, hear me, that this people may know that you are the Lord God, and that you have turned their hearts back to you again. Then the fire of the Lord fell and consumed the burnt sacrifice, and the wood, and the stones, and the dust, and it licked up the water that was in the trench. So when you need real power in your life, God is the answer.